Today I'm still in Ojai and I've been here for 2 weeks now exactly, and I've got 2 days left before I leave. And I've been kind of like living out in the countryside, which is really nice. And I've probably talked about this before, but in my friend's modernist house.
This is my favourite spot. In the summer I prefer to sit out the front, but this area is covered, so in the winter, even if it rains, it's really nice to just sit here. I have loads of little bird friends come to visit me, predominantly because I put the bird seed out, but they were here before then. They were just tweeping at me to feed them. I put some food down for the birds, and Sneaky here has found it. And not to mention the fact I put loads of it over there. So yeah, the chickens are enjoying. Do you not like that stuff? Huh? I'll bring you some more later.
And today I've just made myself like a couscous, Moroccan couscous with like leftover ingredients from the garden. So my host, my friend, has very kindly given me like pomegranates and various other things from her garden. So I've just been making salads and things like that, which is really sweet.
Every day I'm drinking my cup of coffee in this spot. Today I've gone to the beach. It's in Carpentiera, I think that's how you pronounce it. This beach I'm on is actually a little bit sketchy, to be honest. The car park is fine, but you have to walk down the side of a train track and you get out of view of literally everyone. So it's a little sketchy, but it's a nice view. Carpentiera also seems to be the weed capital of California. There are fields and fields of marijuana in Carpentiera like I've never seen before. Downtown Ojai is a bit more civilised. And fun fact for you, these gorgeous lanterns that are hanging from the arches were designed by Rodney Walker, who is my friend Deb's husband's dad, who's the famous modernist architect. Deb and her husband invited me to the Ojai Valley Inn for brunch. Those of you who don't know the Ojai Valley Inn, it's a very fancy upmarket hotel, but they have like a maybe slightly more down-to-earth restaurant where you can have a delicious brunch. I had the French toast, which was amazing. They had a pretty impressive Christmas tree. I think we worked out it was about 12 foot. I really loved the lanterns in the oak tree, but I think these are here year round. Got home just in time to hang out with my pals in the garden. So Deb has named all of her chickens after women. So the chicken that follows me around all the time is Amy Poehler, but she also has a Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Tina Fey, AOC, and then there's Back, who her granddaughter named because she barks and says back all the time.
So today I'm in my car and I decided to go for a drive up into the mountains. We'll see if this is a good idea or not later. But yeah, so I'm driving up to Rose Valley Falls, probably, maybe a bit further, seeing how far I get. Just to go on a little road trip for a couple of hours. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today.
So I've driven up towards New Kioma on Highway 33, and the road has a load of switchbacks. It's really beautiful and mountainous, and it goes up to quite high elevation. It's well worth it if you don't mind driving up the side of a mountain. And when I say drive up the side of the mountain, I don't mean like we do in England, which is like basically driving up at a 45-degree angle. They have switchbacks, it's fine. Well, it's fine so long as there's no snow. Anyway, harking back to my Sedona adventures about feminine and masculine energy, I think that the mountains here have real feminine energy and look like a woman laying on her side. But this is my favourite view along this road. It's the view from the highest point above all of the switchbacks. And weirdly, this was November, there's loads of wildflowers here, so it's still really beautiful even in the winter. So I made it up to Rose Valley Falls, where they have a picnic and camping area. You can rent a camp spot here. I think you can bring RVs up here and things like Airstreams, and also just a tent if you want to camp. There's a couple of really nice trails, which if you go back to my video from the summer, I couldn't find. But yeah, beautiful place to camp. I apologise for the chaos that ensues in the next video clip, but I had to stop at the side of the road because a coyote ran out in front of me.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's behind that tree. Right, that's the coyote. So yeah, having a lovely time, and I've got like 2 days before I have to go on a really long plane journey and go home, which I'm not looking forward to. I know I travel quite a lot, but I've done quite a lot of transatlantic flights this year, and I'm fine like coming out here, but then I go home and I have about 2 weeks where I have to get acclimatized back to the English time zone, and I genuinely find that really, really difficult. Start in London at 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I just spoke to my mum and dad, and it's gonna be -1 at night. And yeah, I think he said -1 when I get back into London at the time I get back, so it's 15 degrees in California. I'm not looking forward to going back to the cold and the dark, but that's my life at home. In London, that's what it's like, and I have to tolerate it every year. I've been very privileged this year to have spent 3 months not in the darkness, so I should take that as a win, really.